I'm George, and in today's episode, I've seated next to the most influential person in the region, who has been bringing a lot of international comedians in West Nile, and also he has been organizing events that are so big and are being selling out a lot. And also, he is a comedian who has been performing in big stages around the country and outside the country. His name is Sundiata, the mayor of Kirab. You're most welcome, Sundiata.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, man.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Finally in Chill Talk.
I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time when you were about to have your show with the Sabinis? And then I tapped on you. I was like, hey, this is me, George. I really want to host you. And that time, you were busy because as if the show was now 2 days. And like you're traveling to Kampala. Like, George, maybe we'll do it next time. But then finally, I remained patient enough.
Yeah, shows are crazy. Shows are very crazy, especially when the days are nearing.
Yeah. So finally, you're here.
I'm here.
How are you feeling?
I'm so good, so positive. Positive. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sundiata, your name is just amazing. Like that name, Sundiata, mayor of Kirab. I really want to know, how did that name come up? Like, you find your mayor, and there is a city mayor. Don't you think we love issues? Yeah?
Hey.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so actually, my name is Sundiata.
Yes.
And then, my government name is not Sundiata.
Yeah.
I was born as Ismail Mansour. Then the name Sundiata, I got it around when I was in senior 5. I went to school in Kampala called Mbogo Mixed.
Yes.
So if you studied history, there's a king in the West African history.
Yeah.
A king in the empire called Mali Empire, called Sundiata Keita. He was a king whose story is from bottom. He started from the bottom to the top. He was crippled. And then his uncle tried to kill them. He was pardoned because he was crippled, but then he went into exile, built himself, and came back, fought back, and became a king. One of the greatest leaders of Mali Empire.
Yes.
So I see myself as that Sundiata there, starting from the bottom to the top. I'm not crippled at any one point, but I'm seeing myself like that. That story there. Yeah. So the mayor of Kirabu is Kirabu is where I stay in Arua. So I was like, what if I call myself the mayor of Kirabu? What's the problem with that? Because a tagline to a name for a comedian is very, very essential. Yeah. People are keen to know what is this mayor of Kirabu thing? Kirabu cannot have a mayor. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Actually, I remember one time there was a burial at our home and the city mayor of Arua was there. Yes. Then I was the MC, I don't know, they made me to MC, coordinate communication at the burial. I was speaking, then at some point the mayor was supposed to come and speak. Then I said, okay, now me as the mayor of Kirabu, allow me officially invite the mayor of Arua. People busted out laughing. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. I know. It's serious. But thank you so much, man. Yeah, man, yeah. So, Sundiata, you're a comedian. That's the first thing I know about you. And right now, you're organizing event. How did the two come together? Or maybe you started with comedy first? I'm a comedian. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a professional comedian, yeah. But then, I'm not a promoter, by the way. I'm not a promoter. Yeah. Just that, you see the industry in Uganda? Yeah. The comedy industry in Uganda, it needs what I am doing. First of all, you need to build your audience. Yes. Then give them your offering. You see that? Because I've been organizing my shows from the very first time I did in 2018, December 28th. That was my first show in Arua. They didn't know that I'm a comedian. I just announced the show. From nowhere, I was an amateur by that time. So I've been doing it annually. Yeah. So like if you move across the country or you go across Africa, every comedian has their own show that they run. So you host the show, you invite others to come and perform. Okay. Yeah, you perform in between them. Sometimes you don't need to do much. Yeah. Because they're the ones who perform. You're like the bridge, keeping the momentum of the show. Okay. Just that now I do a lot of mobilization because for it to be successful, you need to mobilize, organize, do everything yourself. So that's why you may confuse to think that I'm a promoter. You see that? But I'm not. Okay. Yeah. So like your comedy, I was going through your clips, and then you say you started your comedy in 2020. No, that's professionally, but 2018, that's when I did my first show. I don't count these years because I was an amateur. Remember there was COVID immediately.
Yeah.
So I can say 2020 is when I started professionally comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how did you feel like your first time standing in front of people? Because trust me, I was watching your clips, I was just laughing because one, you said the first day you organized your show, because you're being inspired by Wizkid. You brought that story of yourself. You're being inspired by Wizkid. Wizkid sold out arenas in London. And you felt like you want to do the same thing. So do you think this comedy of yours came through that inspiration, or it was just a joke?
It was not a joke. It was comedy.
Yes.
Like if you look at a joke must have an element of truth. Truth has to be there in what you're saying.
Yes.
When there's truth, that's when it becomes funny.
Yes.
Because if I'm telling you something fictional, which did not happen, you may not even believe. Because it is the truth that makes it to be believed, actually. So it is true story. Yeah. I was inspired by Wizkid. He was doing shows, and I was like, let me also do my own. See that? Actually, my show was successful. It worked. But me saying the show flopped was the element of joke now. You see that? That's the joke bit where I said I did the show.
Your mom didn't attend the show.
I sold one ticket. No, that's what makes it comedy.
Okay.
But in reality, the show sold out because we had people that came for the show.
What experience do you have in that first performance of yours, like being a comedian?
Yeah, at that very moment, it was very good because it was the first time I was even going on stage. And I was not a good comedian at that time. Comedy is like school. As you go to next class, you keep on learning, improving. After 1 year, you know that last year I was speaking bogus. What is that? You see, that's how comedy is, by the way. As you keep on getting mature at the game, you will be like, 1 year ago wasn't so good. So by that time, it was a good show. People had fun. But if I look at it right now, I was still an amateur.
Yeah,
that's the thing. So it's for learning.
Yeah, and you keep growing. And trust me, you're doing really a very professional way of doing comedy. Like here in West Nile and also in Uganda, bro, you're doing good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, someone was like, let me ask you, that are you married? One of your fans.
Hey, I have picked January 2026 for marriage. Yeah, the only thing missing right now is the woman. I don't have the woman.
So you don't have a woman right now?
It's not there. But if God provides the woman, I will marry January 2026. I'm very serious about it, by the way.
So audience, please, this guy is single. He's looking for a woman. Because I had some question, but then let him reserve that question.
I'll look for a woman from 1st January. I search, if I get you, man, 2 weeks, enough. I go on a knee. Yeah.
So what do you consider from the woman you want?
Just have sense. Have sense and let me tell you something. People say, do you consider beauty or brain in a woman? You see, me in school, I topped my classes. I was the best in class. Actually, I got 19 points out of 20 in A level. So when they ask me what do I consider in a woman, beauty or brain? For me, I would consider beauty. I already have brain. My brain is not enough. My brain is enough for me and madam. You see that?
Yes.
I want beauty, eh?
Yeah.
Come on, look at me, man. I don't want to have someone like me. I can't stand my child going to be used in school as an example to act like in drama, as the devil or No, man. I need the beauty, man, because I already have the brain.
Yeah.
So the woman doesn't need to have the brain. Be there. Mine is enough for us.
Okay. So the beauty is one of your priority.
Beauty. You should be prayerful. I'm a Muslim and I pray 5 times a day. I don't miss prayers. God is very important.
So do you need a Muslim? Or general?
Now you see, I just don't have to put myself in trouble. But
yes,
I think it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's me. That's the inner me. I'm speaking from the bottom of my heart. It doesn't matter for me.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. You are one of the biggest, like, influencer. Trust me. You're you have created a lot of impact, and you find that every Boxing Day, 26th of December, you've been organizing event comedy. And already people know reaching Boxing Day, that is Sundiata's Day. I don't know. So how have you been keeping this program running?
God, it's the grace of God. So throughout the year we do other things like we do shows in Kampala. I have a platform in Kampala. Then we do shows around West Nile and Kampala. Then we do the East Africa, traveling outside to do networking. At the end of the year you come home. Just that the last 2 years we have increased the frequency of the shows. Now we are now doing 2 shows in a year. Sabinus, we had Sabinus. Now having Salvador, Eric Omondi on Boxing Day. Then next year we can do like 3 shows. Our first show is going to be on Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday, then another one in the middle there, then Boxing Day. Shall do 3 shows in Arua next year.
Next year. Okay. So how have we been achieving all this that it becomes successful?
The funds make it possible. It is the funds. Yeah, because whenever we announce, they come and support us. So without them, it's not possible.
Okay. Can you tell us more about your upcoming show where you're bringing these big names in Africa and within?
Well, we have a show coming up on Boxing Day this year, not next year, this year, 26th December at Heritage Court Arua. We are hosting Eric Omondi from Kenya, man from Mboko, Salvador, Dr. Hilary, Teacher Mpamire, Emma Napoleon, Ronnie McVex at Heritage Court Arua. Tickets are selling at London Funds Arua. Early bird, if you are having a squad of 4 people, you buy tickets at 100k, meaning everyone is buying at how much? 25. But you buy it once. Then at the gate, ordinary is 30k, VIP is 50k, table is 500k for 5 people. And then you have gold table for 7 people at 1 million and platinum table for 9 people at 1.5 million.
Wow, that is a show for him. That is coming on 26th day, Boxing Day. Now, the question that I would love to ask you on this, you brought Sabinis this year. How did you meet him? Because man, you're here at Kirab, the mayor here. How did you go and have these bookings? And here you're bringing Eric Omondi.
The world is not a global village, so I was in Rwanda last year. I met Kingsley. I brought him last year in Arua. One person networks you to the next person. That's how I got to know. I have that connection. I was introduced to him by someone from Nigeria also.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the connection to true connections.
It's a connection, yeah. So right now we are cool, we are buddies. But I had to be introduced to him.
So it means next year we may get some big surprise or something.
Yeah, sure. We try to keep the things going up and up.
Okay. So what challenges do you majorly face when bringing these people?
It's very expensive. It's very, excuse me, I have some cough. It's very expensive doing these things. More so when partners are not on board, like sponsors. You're doing it individually. It's so expensive, so it's hard. So we have financial constraints also. It's not easy to pull a show together. Yeah, it's so expensive.
Okay. So at this stage of your career, you're really doing well, and a lot of people are admiring to be Sundiata, trust me. So in the line of your comedy, do you have any plans to mentor upcoming comedians?
Actually, I've been trying to do this for 3 years. I've been failing, but hopefully January this year, because usually January I stay in Arua. I want to open a comedy workshop. I will invite some mentors from Kampala, because I'm even mentored up to now. I have a mentor for comedy, some guy called Timothy Nyazi. He has a very good understanding of comedy. I want to invite some of them to Arua. We come and camp here, announce, get guys on board, and mentor them, train them. When that is done, we shall open a comedy club. A comedy club is a small show, just not very big, not targeting money. Yeah. So where they'll be performing, because with the comedy, it's like music. When you rehearse, you get better at it. So comedy club helps the comedian to be like rehearsing, practicing. Because the most time you get on stage, the more time you get better at comedy. So this is what the guys don't have here. We want to bring that on board from next year.
Okay. So like, how do you rate the comedy side of West Nile? Like right now, there are a lot of comedians around West Nile. They are doing it. But then, how do you rate it?
So right now we are just on the low. Yeah, we've been doing shows, but we are still not doing so well. That's why actually I feel I would have let down the region if I don't do what I just told I want to do in January. Opening that comedy club, mentoring guys, training them. I believe from there we can mentor guys, train them, nurture them to be better at the craft, then give them platform, add value to them. Then we sell them to the region.
Do you know that you're one of the reasons right now people from Central are saying like Northern Uganda are dividing wherever? How did you feel about the reaction? Because they say, Sabinis is coming to Arua and Sabinis didn't perform in Kampala. I think he performed after him performing these ends. What was your reaction? How did you feel about that?
For us,
yes.
You know, there's a lot of politics in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
So my motivation was, I I don't need Kampala. I stay in Kampala, by the way. I'm like, let me come and do these things of mine at home. I will do my things in Arua. I go to the airport. I go outside and perform.
And perform.
You see that?
Yes.
So I was like, I will create my own platform. I will create my own fan base. I will create my community. I will do my thing from Arua. From here, when the people support us, of course they are doing. We shall blow from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy. That was one of the things I wanted to see. We are getting recognized from here. We don't need them. We don't need to go and fight with them in Kampala there to be recognized. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're now feeling our presence from where?
They're feeling it.
So that's
Trust me. They are feeling it. And they're like, now Rude Boy is coming. Sabine is coming. Eric Omondi is coming. Bro, the TikTok is just fire. Yeah, and I really appreciate that. So apart from comedy, if you could not be doing comedy, what will you be doing?
Yeah, I'm a graduate. I studied procurement and supply chain. Unfortunately, immediately I finished university, I got myself doing this.
Hey.
Yeah, but then I have something I'm doing, by the way.
Yes.
I have a business, and we deal in what you're seeing here. I do branding and graphics in Kampala. That's what I do.
Yes.
So if I'm not doing comedy, this is what I'm doing. This is my work. We print it ourselves. So I do branding, t-shirts, PVC banners, anything to do with branding. We are there. So give me business.
That's another work that you're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
When events are not there?
When I'm not doing events, I'm doing this.
Okay.
We have a shop in Kampala. That's what we do.
Okay. Yeah. So this is Sundiata. The little time we had, I really interacted. So do you have something that you really want to say to some of your fans, some encouragement, or maybe to the upcoming comedians that really any wise words?
Yeah. So guys, man, if you feel the thing is in you, don't wait for approval or rating from someone else. Just go there and do it. You'll be recognized. I did it, by the way, when I felt like this thing is in me. I announced my show poster. I didn't put it for free. I charged people, and I charged 15K. My first show was 15K. Just imagine somebody who came from nowhere. Nobody, my friends didn't know that I was a comedian. Just from nowhere, I just came that I'm doing a comedy show. They gave me a benefit of doubt, and since that day, I didn't look back. So I had to take the initiative of placing myself where I can be helped.
Yeah.
So you guys place yourself where you can be seen and helped. You will enjoy the fruits at some point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is Sundiata for you, the mayor of Kirab. And also you can check him out on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube, Sundiata Mok. Everywhere actually.
MOK.
TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Where else? Mobile money.
Mobile money for his show.
Yeah.
Money. So in case you're in Arua, please come around on the Boxing Day and go and attend the King's Mug Comedy for the biggest event of the year. And please end the year in the style.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you. And Jill Talk team will be there. Are we invited or we're not invited?
Hey, you guys are coming to do your media, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. We shall talk about that.
Okay.
It's okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you again.
Yes, sir.
Bye.